Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket, and today I'm checking out Fire Emblem Fates for the 3DS by Intelligent Systems. Now, I wasn't always a fan of the Fire Emblem series. I never really played the older ones, but I played Fire Emblem Awakening, totally loved it. So I've been really looking forward to the Fates release, and it's finally out now in Australia. The interesting thing about this version of the game is that it's actually 3 games. You've got the first one, which is Fire Emblem Birthright. That's kind of like the easier version of the 3. The second one is Fire Emblem Conquest. That's more like an old school version of the game. And then the third one is Revelation, and that ties together the stories from the first 2 games. And at first I was like, oh, this seems like a cash grab, and how is this going to work? But in reality, the way that the story unfolds in each one of these games is so different, it's actually worth playing through all 3. I've started the first bit of Birthright. I'm quite a way into the game at the moment, but I thought that I would show you the sort of dividing moment of where these games sort of split off, because these games often not the most exciting thing to watch, fun to play, but I do feel like what they're doing here with the story is really interesting. So let's dive in and see how they manage all that. That's Whitey. That's Whitey with red hair. That is Tails from the Sonic series. Okay, so what I might do is start off a new game just so we can see the beginning, which gives a bit of story context for us. So we'll go new game here. We will go, let's go normal so that we just get through this, but we will play the classic way, which is where when units die, they're just gone. They're gone forever, so you can't use them again. So you really, every decision actually really counts.
Dorian General, you face the High Prince of Hoshido, Ryoma. I challenge you.
He's angry with Sonic.
Single combat.
Sonic looks like Jaime Lannister. I can never remember their names, so we've got Jaime Lannister and we've got Tails.
I am Crown Prince Sander of North.
No, you're Jaime Lannister. Fire Emblem. No, probably not. Just a really slow sword cut. We're there. Kingdom of Nor. Is it Nor? I think it's Nor. Northern Fortress.
Time to wake up.
Alright, that flower wants me to wake up.
Hey, wake up!
Why am I under the covers? Why am I even on the pillow? What are you talking about? It's still dark outside. Listen well, princess. It may be dark, but it is indeed morning. You have practice today, says Gunther. I've taken the liberty of readying your armor and pounding out the dents. I don't know why he was awkward before he said pounding. I think he's my brother. They are Lannisters. Your brother is a fearsome opponent, is he not?
Oh.
Ugh, fine. I'm still not completely awake though, because I just woke up and there's 5 of you in my room yelling at me.
Is that so?
Oh, we can help you with that. Felicia, would you please assist me?
Yes.
Sure thing. And they just sort of like electrocute her face. It's kind of like a Nor version of Botox. Cold, 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 I'm awake, totally awake now. What a terrible way to wake up.
Don't underestimate me.
That's how we deal with slug beds in the Ice Tribe. World building. Trust me, I know. I wish I could have finished the dream I was having, though. Interesting. Do tell, what kind of dream is this? And this is the part where we know it's a fantasy game. Because nobody ever wants to know about other people's dreams. Know what? If I come into the office and I go, I had such a strange dream last night, no one goes, what did you dream about? They all leave the room because they're worried I'm about to talk about my dream. It was strange. Some people who look like Hoshiduns kept calling me their sister. But all of my brothers and sisters are here in Nor. Lady Scrunch, perhaps we should talk about your dream another time, says Flora the board.
Good luck out
It's
there.
time for you to get going, milady. Prince Lannister is waiting for you. Maybe I should use their real names because they will keep coming up, but I just feel like I like Jaime Lannister and Tails more. Okay, so some guy on a horse is just beating up on someone on a ceiling. Doesn't feel like the fairest of fights. That's our sister for you. You won't beat the strongest knight in Nor by sleeping all day, Scrunch. You idiot.
Is that all?
Giving up so soon, Scrunch? I expect more of you. You're a princess of Nor. Remember that. Pick up your sword and try again. Alright, so we want to defeat the brother. First move is yours. Come at me when you're ready. Now, obviously, Fire Emblem is turn-based games. You have a bunch of allies that you control. You move them around the battlefield. They all have different abilities. You take on other people. Everyone takes their turn. You hopefully win. Right now, it's me versus Jaime Lannister on a horse. Let's move up. Take it right to the face. So I've got 8 attack. He's got 26 health. He attacks for 11. This isn't gonna go well. You swing timidly without resolve. You must genuinely try to kill me. Indicating he has absolutely no faith in my sword and fighting abilities, that he goes try and kill me. And he's that confident. I mean, the horse is doing most of the work here. Pant, pant. Looks like that wound needs attention. In that case, allow me to just put a healing circle on the floor for you. Alright, now I'm all strong again. Back to the face. Nice. So, what is he on now? He's on 10, I attack for 11. We got it. Take that, you dirty
How
perv!
could I be so careless?
It's so sad that the horse goes down with them as well. That just seems wrong. Well done, Scrunch. You've killed me. Terrific. And we've leveled up.
Extraordinary.
Well done, Scrunch. You're getting stronger every day. Thanks, Xander. I couldn't have done it without your tough love. I disagree. You have a natural talent. Someday you could be the greatest warrior in all of Nor. Except before this fight, you were going to be the greatest warrior in your bedroom because that's the only place you would have ever been allowed. Now you're just teasing me. You know, Scrunch, I never joke about serious matters. I mean what I say. You could be the one to bring light to our kingdom, so long shrouded in darkness. This is a lot of talk for the fact that I've just won one fight against my brother who didn't attack me in return. Before the fight, he was like, I don't know if all the time I've spent training you is even worth it. Father wants to keep you in a cupboard. And now he's all like, you're a god. Typical. You know true strength is more than simple swordplay, right? Leo knows. Leo, he didn't mean. Calm yourself, little brother. You are competitive to a fault. As I've always said, you're a talented mage with formidable magical abilities. So we're going to say that this is Tyrion. Because he said little brother. So we got Tyrion, Jaime, and Scrunch. Just remember that pointy metal sticks are not the only path to power. Tyrion agrees. He's all about, like, wording it up and then drinking. That reminds me of something I've been meaning to tell you, Leo. Something important enough to derail this conversation? Well, your collar is inside out. So the answer is no. And we've now humiliated Leo enough that he runs away. That his collar is inside out. He's that embarrassed in front of his own family. Leo has no self-esteem. Now, who are these two people behind us? Cersei and Giant Ears. I know they're pigtails, but we're going to say Giant Ears. Are you alright, Scrunch? Did you get hurt at all during practice? If you did, let me know right away so I can take extra special care of you. I don't want to read too much into that, but the game is also a lot about sexing people up so that you can make new soldiers, and they're Lannisters. I'm perfectly fine, Camilla. As always, thanks for your concern. I was worried about you too, Scrunch, says Big Ears. I know, Elise, you wouldn't visit me all the time if you didn't care so much, right? Hee hee. Do you like it when I visit? Again, just uncomfortable. Of course, I'm not allowed to leave this fortress, so visits are all I look forward to. Why aren't you allowed to leave? Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Spending time with my sister makes me happy. I love you so much. I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Right, okay, so we've established that the family are all very close. I, for one, think her cheer is a good compliment to this gloomy kingdom, Leo. I like the fact that, like, all the Nor people, they're a little different than Scrunch. Scrunch is just a little, like, she's a bit of an outsider. Well said, Camilla. Every one of you is so dear to me. You've all been so patient and kind since I lost my memory. I don't even mind being quarantined when I'm with you. So I've lost my memory and I'm quarantined. But Scrunch, I have some... Let me tell her, Xander, we have wonderful news, Scrunch. Father has asked us to take you back to the capital. Really? Does that mean... Yes, it means you can finally leave this drafty fortress. You must have been so lonely all this time, separated from the rest of the world. I mean, what the hell were you guys doing? Were you out partying all the time? You look like a bit of a party animal. But now you'll be free. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
It really is. Thanks, Elise. Wow, I'm finally leaving this place. Maybe now I can join you as a soldier fighting for Nor. There will be plenty of time to discuss those details with Father. Let us depart. And so, like our characters, we're going to depart and skip the next 45 minutes of the game. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. John, do like a crossfade right now. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, so we've skipped ahead, and what's happened in the meantime, Scrunch has left the kingdom, and she's gone out into the world, and she's been captured by the enemy, so by the Hoshidun forces. And they now have her, and they've taken her into their kingdom. And the big reveal that has happened is that they claim that she is actually their daughter, and that she was kidnapped from their kingdom by the Nor soldiers years ago, and that's why she's been kept hostage. So now we're dealing with that sort of like emotional turmoil while we're in the other kingdom. This is Mikoto, who claims to be our mother. You look as if you're feeling better after a few days to yourself, Scrunch. This is how mothers talk. Yes, I am. And this is how Scrunch talks, now that she's like a worldly woman who has experienced something other than her bedroom. I still have many questions, but at least I now have a few answers. Thank you for giving me the space I needed to think. Of course, I'm glad you're feeling better. Scrunch, I've arranged for Takumi, Hinokora, and Sakura to give you a tour. Ooh, those were some names that Nick wasn't prepared for. I thought you might want to get to know the area a little bit before this event. I need to speak with Yukimura first, but I'll meet you at the plaza soon. We'll be happy to show her around. Thank you, Mother. Hinokona apparently sounds just a bit like the mum. Not gonna do a voice for that one.
Very well. Thank you.
Just skip all that. Thank you, Azura. Of course, Scrunch. Damn it, I did the voice. I can't wait to show you around. I think you'll love it. Here, says Sakura. Thank you, Sakura. A guided tour sounds like a great idea. Mum seems very happy, and there's a weird guy with a cloak and what appears to be a bunch of bandages, and his hand is glowing! Oh my god. So that's my sword that he stole from me, and now he's making a purple bubble, and he's pretty much exploded all of the Hoshidans. And now purple flying towards me, but Mum jumps in front and screams.
You were not hurt. Tell me you're okay.
Her voice kind of sounds like what I was doing.
I'm fine.
I'm so glad.
Okay, she died protecting me. She died protecting me. She must really think she is my mother. Oh, all those kids are gonna be so pissed.
You there!
This is such a bad way to be introduced to my actual family. Tails
Show yourself.
completely screws it up by just cutting a jacket in half. And now I appear to also be purple, and I've turned into... an enormous dragon! Where were you hiding that? Gods, what is that? It's an ancient dragon. I never thought I'd see the day. Scrunch, a word of warning if you can hear me. Watch out for enemies carrying worm slayers. Though I'm a dragon, so that shouldn't really matter, but whatever. They're a type of blade designed to pierce dragon scales, and they work. Okay, so people carrying those special swords. Mercenary, he's carrying one, so that guy down there I need to look out for, and that guy looks like he's carrying one as well. Yes, those two are carrying them. So, I am now a huge dragon, which is pretty cool. Let's take you over here, because you guys aren't carrying any of them. And I'll take you, my new brothers and sisters. I'm immediately gonna put you all in harm's way by moving you down this way, because I feel like a dragon can probably handle two people. Azura says, Scrunch, listen, my song can help you win this battle. Using it, I can give you another chance to attack or take cover in a pinch. Please don't hesitate to ask for my help. Which is pretty cool. She allows a unit to act twice in a single turn. All right, Tails, vengeance will be mine. Prepare to die. Heh, 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 says whoever the jacket is. Seriously, dude, Seriously? Your attack power is 0. My attack power is 38. You're done. Why would you just run up and attack a dragon? It's still, I'm really unclear as to how I'm a dragon. I don't know where she was hiding. Again, paying no attention to his brother who just fell before him. Another one bites the dust. So without doing anything, we've killed those two. Be more careful, everyone. These enemies are no mere faceless. One wrong move and they're perfectly capable of ending you. I hope we can count on Scrunch, even in this new form. Nice hit, mate. Nice hit. Nice miss, mate. Watch out for magical attacks, Scrunch. Your defense is strong against physical attacks, but you'll need high resistance to protect yourself from mages. Okay, cool. So we have, that looks kind of magey. Is this person magey? That's pretty magey. And that's pretty magey. And that is a Worm Slayer, so I am kind of a little scared of all those people. Now, one of the things in Fire Emblem in the series is that when you put characters next to each other, then they sort of team up. So if you've got two characters side by side, then they can help attack. If an enemy attacks them, they can help attack, or you can group them up in the same unit, and every time an enemy attacks, the person who's grouped up with the other one will sort of jump in and defend them, and so you sort of use that strategically throughout the map. So positioning is really important. In this case, I've got someone who is on half health. I'm up against someone who I can kill pretty easily coming up, but I do feel like we maybe need to just heal up our damage dealer on this side.
Thank you.
Bring you back up to health. That's all good stuff. Rinka with your very, very big necklace, which I feel like is probably a bit of an impediment in combat. You could just really grab that and choke her out. So let's put you down here. Wait, and then Scrunch, you come down. You're gonna sort of be at the back again. Even though you're the most powerful, I'm worried about someone hitting you with a spell. Wait.
I am at your service.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Joel.
Oh, I've already killed her. I've already killed her. This is how my flame goes out. No, I have to pull it together enough to retreat. So in the game, when you do lose characters, if they're ones that you've created, like if they're children that you've had or something, or just random soldiers, they'll die. Whereas the main story characters don't die. They just retreat and they continue on in the story, but you can't use them in the battles. So I've already screwed up. Okay, I just need one more miss. Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Jump, jump.
I'm sorry.
Tell you what, this fight went way better when I did it the first time. But that's fine. We can still totally kill you. I really don't care about any of these people. They claim they're my brothers and sisters. I've never met them before in my entire life. Dragon versus Hood. He was cocky. He was like, show me what you got. And the dragon hits him with its head and kills him immediately. Obviously not as good as you thought you were. All right, battle over. Stage complete. Heroes that, we're just gonna ignore heroes who are all damaged right now.
Azura, no, stop!
She's a dragon temptress. She's like a dragon whisperer. She's trying to talk it down. You know when like your cat gets so angry and you need to just slowly start walking towards it singing so that it doesn't just burn the whole village down? It's like that. Oh, why am I hitting everybody? This dragon, stop killing all the characters. But apparently, killing a girl is what I needed to remember my own humanness. Although she's not actually dead, she's just sort of slapped around a little. This could kill her though.
Kill me if you want. But do it as yourself.
I finally remember.
Fire it well.
Oh no! Wrecked!
I'm disappointed in you, Subaragi. That wasn't even my best trap.
Okay, so this big guy in the fancy coat, this is who claims to be my father. This is the father the Norse siblings were talking about at the beginning. I mean, you can tell he's a bad guy just from his face.
Such a tender young age.
You are my child now.
If I may.
Lord Reimer, I have important news. A massive Norian force is gathering at our
Show
border.
no
This is the
mercy.
final straw. I've worked hard to avoid now all that war, but now death is too good for them. Who's with me? Wait, so what's your plan? Death is too good for them? So you're gonna go kill them? That doesn't make any sense. Scrunch, you're alive. They haven't harmed you, have they?
Big brother.
Says Jaime Lannister. Xander, I'm fine, but why are you invading Hoshido?
Let us begin.
Father says it's time to show our true strength. Join us, and we'll end this quickly. If we conquer Hoshido here and now, we can avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Xander, I need a minute.
Stay alert.
Be careful, Scrunch. That man is a Norian commander.
Brother.
Ryoma. So now we're basically caught between two families.
Oh.
Scrunch, I was so worried about you. Don't ever wander away from me again. I have weird sexual feelings for you. I'm glad you're okay, Scrunch. You must have the devil's own luck. Also, my collar is the right way around this time. Yay, we got our sister back! Norian scum, first you kidnap her, and now you lie to her? Scrunch is my sister, not yours. You're mistaken. Scrunch is my sweet little sister. You may not have her. Don't be fooled by their words. You belong with your true family, in Hoshido.
Come back.
We loved you and raised you since you were a child. Come home, little princess. We can live as a family once more. Come home to Yoshido, Scrunch. No, Scrunch, nor is your home. Torn between worlds.
This way.
Do I go from the guy from the terrible game series?
Sister. She's my sister.
Or do I go with the inbreeders? I mean, I know which one I'd pick. I mean, really, you all look exactly the same. So you could all be my family. Maybe that's the twist in Revelations. That they're all just brothers and sisters. My family. And here we go. The Branch of Fate. So this is where you actually choose which game you're going to play. So you can either defend Hoshido, you can fight with Nor, or you can refuse to choose a side. If you refuse to choose a side, that's Revelation. So that's the third one. Defend Hoshido, that's Birthright. Fight with Nor, that's Conquest. So it's such a cool way to do it that you're actually faced with this really big decision. Going, okay, I've spent time with both families. The Nors are clearly the bad guys. So I went defend Hoshido because the core of me was like, don't let the bad guys win. But if you go fight with Nor, then you end up fighting this Hoshido family and going back there. And then for the rest of the game, you have an awareness that you're actually the villain, which I think is really, really cool. So we'll go defend Hoshido. Xander, withdraw your troops.
What?
Scrunch, don't tell me you're siding with Hoshido.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so. I've made up my mind. I stand with Hoshido. I fear the Hoshidians might try to brainwash you. I'm well aware of your Hoshidian lineage. It is true we lack common blood, but still we've treated you as king since the very day you arrived in Nor. But you've been lying to me this entire time, mate. Such a Lannister move. No matter what anyone says, you are my sister, Scrunch. I know that Camilla, Leo, and Elise feel the same way, and Father will forgive you. I know it, even though he wants to lock you in your bedroom all the time. You are of Nor. Return to us, Scrunch! I'm sorry, I can't go back. King Garrett is a coward and a liar. I've witnessed enough of his destruction, causing an explosion in a crowded city center with no regard for innocent life. That's the action of a madman. That's my dead mum. Scrunch, my dear. Just a memory of like her sort of lyrical voice. Tell me, if King Garen thinks of me as his family, how could he have orchestrated this attack? I could have easily been killed along with Queen Makoto. The truth is, I was just a pawn. Collateral damage. King Garen was willing to sacrifice my life in pursuit of his agenda. Face it, Xander, Garen is no longer human. He's pure evil. Father, evil, how could you say that, little princess? Xander, please, join me. Join me and help put an end to his cruelty. Scrunch! And then he just hits me with a sword. So I feel like now everything has gone to shit because he's called me a traitor, so we're gonna leave it there. Okay, so that is Fire Emblem Fates, and I hope this makes sense for you, because we've basically taken about 2 hours worth of dense story and tried to compress it down as much as possible. I am kind of always traditionally quite hard on JRPGs because I do think that it takes them so long to get going, and that the story is generally always something which is... There's cliches sort of peppered in there, but also it just takes forever for them to actually do anything, and it makes me really frustrated, and that the characters always seem rather shallow. And I do think there's some of that here, that the characters don't necessarily, at the moment, have the depth that you are looking for in really, really great characters. But I do think the premise is really interesting here, that you you get to pick a side and follow that whole journey of whether you're like the good guys or the bad guys, but then you also, there's a second game where you can do it again. And I think that's totally fascinating. And I do think they've done a really good job here of setting it up. The reason it is like a 2-hour prologue, kind of, is that you need enough time with the Nor family and with the Hoshido family that you can then feel as though you're making a decision that is emotionally conflictive. This is a character who is going, okay, you're my brothers and sisters, and I've grown up with you. I have no memory of some parts of my life, but I love you guys. Then suddenly I'm told that there's this other family that I actually belong to. Now, if this was just the setup, then you would go, well, it's easy. You stay with the ones that you already know. You stay with the, your brothers and sisters that you love. But then by seeing that kingdom attacked these new people, then you can suddenly see yourself from the outside and see that kingdom as being the bad force in this world. So then it sets up a really interesting emotional conflict of going, do you stay with the people that you love, or do you stay with the people that you feel like are right? And I don't even know if the Hoshido kingdom is actually the good guys. Maybe it turns out they're the bad guys. Maybe that's the whole revelation thing. The revelation is, oh my god, the mother who sort of spoke like this is actually like the supervillain the entire time. And we can't judge King Garen just because he has an ugly face. Obviously, a lot of this has just been story setup. The gameplay, which you've seen a bit of, has been sort of classic Fire Emblem stuff. There's a few twists to that, but it is what you're looking for. If you like turn-based strategy games like this, you're going to like this one as well. But I do think that for the story, that is why I'm actually coming to this. And I've been playing the game quite a bit, and Barjo has also been playing it for review. He's been doing some different stuff than me, and he's been saying he's on a totally different journey than I. He's done some of the Birthright stuff, but he's also started going down Conquest. And Conquest is a totally different kind of game. It's way bleaker, it's way darker, there's way more sort of like really conflicting decisions. And for it to be significantly different between the two games, I feel like is a really big achievement. The only question is whether or not I have enough time in my life to basically play through 3 RPG games. I rarely have time for just one, but if there was a series where I would be interested in doing that, I feel like the gameplay of Fire Emblem is probably the one that's going to pull me through. Alright guys, I hope that all makes sense for you. Let me know in the comments if this is a game you're planning on playing, and that's it for today's episode of Pocket My Pocketeers. NichBoy out! Mwah! It's a big kiss for my sister. So that appears to be the theme of this game, kissing your sister. I now regret saying that.